Hey guys, let's get into another horror story. This one is called CandyMan. Now, the actual horror movie of CandyMan, I actually did enjoy. Although I haven't watched it in a couple of years. I had to get back and watch that movie because that movie was great. But if you guys haven't heard this story or haven't seen the movie, then you are in for a treat. Let's get into this, guys. The Candyman is an urban myth or legend about the ghost of a slave who returns from the dead in search of revenge. If you say his name 5 times. A horror movie was made in 1992 about the legend. Yes, guys, if you haven't watched the movie, highly recommend to watch it. Followed by 2 sequels starring Tony Todd as the Candyman. According to the legend, if you look into a mirror and chant the name Candyman 5 times, he will appear behind you and kill you with his hook. For you see, the Candyman is a vicious killer with a bloody hook for a hand. He appears from the mirror, covered in blood and bees, as he has nothing but murder on his mind. They say that many years ago, the Candyman was a real man. Back in the days of slavery, Candyman was a black slave named Daniel Rabbit 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 Ellie. Rabbit Ellie? I could be pronouncing that wrong. If I am, guys, I'm sorry about that. Who worked on a plantation in New Orleans. New Orleans. Some people say Orleans, some people say Orleans. Everybody's different. He was a talented painter and was chosen by the plantation owner to paint a portrait of his daughter. But Danielle fell in love with the daughter of the white plantation owner. When the racist plantation owner discovered that his daughter and the slave were in love, he raised an angry mob and chased Daniel out of town. It's so sad, though, isn't it? Armed with pitchforks and a pack of dogs, they chased the poor slave across fields and streams. Finally, they caught up with the exhausted slave near an old barn. The evil men seized Daniel and cut off his right hand with a rusty saw. Ugh, God. Then they covered him in honey and threw him into a beehive. The unfortunate Candyman was in terrible pain and died from his injuries, but not before he cursed the men who killed him, and vowed to return and exact his revenge. They say his spirit would never rest, and now his ghost walks the world for all eternity, appearing when his name is called 5 times. So remember, you can say Candyman once, twice, 3 times or 4. But never say it 5 times, or you'll be sorry. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, guys. Candyman is actually a really good urban legend. Really common urban legend. Like, a lot of people heard it when they were young, or even when they got older. If you were, like, watching, there's a movie called Urban Legends. There's a movie called that, Urban Legends, I think. I think it's what it's called. Basically, a lot of the movie showed like a lot of urban legends that was talked about through the years that talked about probably even when our kids or when our parents were young, probably, who knows, and it's really good. And some of these are actually based on true stories, and it's crazy how it still gets around to this day. And the urban legend movie, I'm telling you guys, if you have not seen the movie, watch it. Dude, I watched it in high school. One of them, the killer in the back seat, gave me nightmares, dude. I am not joking with you, because that shit could happen in real life. And till this day, I lock my car. I do not care. Ever since I had my car, or even before I got my license and the car that mom gave me, I always told my parents, dude, lock your doors. Like, I'm not joking with you. Lock your doors. So, it was a common thing that I kept telling her. And I now too always lock my doors, even at night. I always make sure that the doors and stuff are locked before I go to bed. Like, I check 2 or 3 times. Like, I'm not messing with you guys. Like, I know how people can be, and some people are insane in this world. Like, we all know there's some sketchy people out there, and who probably would do that shit, So it's always good to stay safe, because that shit can happen in real life too. So it's always best to like stay safe. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, stay safe and take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.